welcome back to the 61st episode of the Tundra cast. Today we got Rossi,
What up?
Nick,
Shakira.
and Q.
So,
And this is, we were supposed to have a video out last night, but OBS decided to be a bitch, and the audio just didn't want to work. So, yeah, you guys aren't going to get a round 2 recap or a round 3 predictions. I'm sorry about that. But instead, today we're going to go over our hot takes that we had at the beginning of the season. And we each had 10 hot takes. A lot of them did not turn out well. So,
Except
yeah,
for me.
except for Rossi.
Yeah. So you want to start your first one, Rossi? What did you have first?
Hold on. All I'm gonna say is the only thing that the viewers really lost when it came to us losing because of the audio issues of OBS that hit us last night is the only thing that you guys are missing out on is Nick making me laugh so hard that I spit water all over my bed.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
Here's my first hot take. This is technically I was right on this, but at the same time, I don't know why I thought this was a hot take. I had Seattle not making the playoffs, which I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Like, I get it's a weak division, but like, really?
I thought because it was
a hot take.
I thought because it was a hot take, and I just thought that, I thought Grubauer wouldn't be just terrible. I thought he would be good.
I'm pretty sure Seattle's 5v5 play wasn't even that bad. It was pretty average for the most part. It wasn't like horse crap.
There were just like things that just fucked them over all like year and.
Yeah, like goaltending. Goaltending was horrible.
Yeah, and I thought Grubauer would be at least 9-10 save percentage or something.
Well, no, he was under 900.
Yeah, he couldn't even crack 900.
They had a terrible expansion draft. Like, that job was horrible.
They could have had Voracek and Tarasenko.
They could have had Tarasenko, Landeskog, Duchesne.
Landeskog's UFA, though. I don't think he would have signed there.
They could have had as many people as they wanted to build a legitimate powerhouse year one, but they didn't do it.
But to be fair, I mean, do we really want another Vegas situation? Like, that's what makes everyone hate Vegas, right?
Funny.
It's not funny. I don't want an expansion team shouldn't make the freaking finals in their first year.
Okay, but think about it right now.
Circumvent the cap.
If Vegas doesn't do all of their bad karma stuff that they did, do we get to laugh at Vegas like we do now?
Well, he's not wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Vegas is okay. But like Vegas is probably gonna make the playoffs next year. So like either way, it's a lose-lose situation.
No, Vegas isn't making the playoffs.
All right.
Oh,
that's
a hot take.
Is your hot take for next year?
Yeah, we have to wait for that one.
All right, Nick, you're up. What was your first hot take?
My first hot take was that the Red Wings would have a better year than the Rangers. I don't know why I picked them particularly. I think it's just because the Rangers I didn't like their offseason at all, and I love the Red Wings offseason.
I still don't like the Rangers team, but...
Neither do I, but hey, they're in the conference final, so credit to them. But obviously the Yzerplan in Detroit is in full effect. Seider's going to be a beast. He's already a beast, but he's going to be amazing. They have Raymond there. I really liked when they picked up Nedeljkovic for dirt cheap. Like, I thought they were going to potentially fight for a wild card spot. I didn't think the Rangers were going to do well at all. I think I had them as like one of the bottom teams in the division this year. So
right.
Obviously that was wrong, but I don't know. I think maybe next year the Rangers or the Red Wings will.
The only bad thing.
That's also something I said that Detroit makes the playoffs, and I was wrong. I said it for a different reason other than the Rangers being bad. I'll get to that in a bit, but I also thought Detroit was going to make a step. But yeah, I think next year they'll fight a bit harder.
Wasn't Nedeljkovic pretty bad this year?
He was decent because he had some he had rough patches.
I just remember games where he was getting dropped 10. The Red Wings were getting dropped 10 on.
I think he still had a decent season, save percentage wise.
I think he had a solid.
I'll look at it. I'll take a look real quick. And
from what I remember,
my first hot take. This didn't happen. I had St. Louis acquiring John Gibson because I thought Jordan Binnington would crap the bed, and instead Ville Husso took the reins. He had a pretty good season. Playoffs, different story, but yeah, I know. I still think John Gibson will end up getting traded within maybe this year or next year because I think
Toronto.
To Toronto, just because the Ducks have Lucas Dostal and they got Anthony Stolarz, so. I still think Gibson gets traded soon, just probably not to St. Louis because they got Binnington now on that 6x6.
All right. So just to preface the Nedeljkovic question, Nedeljkovic had a 901 save percentage.
Oh, so that's not great. But like, I mean, it's okay.
It's not as bad as I thought.
Right.
All right.
Q's first hot take.
Oh, I said Detroit.
Oh,
But
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
we'll
we can-
just reorder it since he had that one first,
Yeah.
and he'll just go.
All right,
first one.
so Rossi second,
Matt Duchene and Ryan Johansson will be good.
and that was spot on.
Yeah, I said in the
Yeah,
video
that was
that they wouldn't be 70-point scorers, but I honestly probably should have.
Because Duchenne got like 86.
Yeah, Duchene got 86. Johansson got 63 points. All in all, Nashville went off offensively during the regular season. So I was right with this, and I'm glad I am because I do like Duchene and Johansson, and I'm glad to see them playing very well.
Just still not worth $8 million, but
Yeah. Maybe
uh,
Duchesne if he keeps up.
maybe
86
Duchenne,
points.
yeah. Next, second hot take.
All right, I put Carter Bart. It's supposed to say Carter Hart.
Carter Bart.
Carter Hart bounces back, becomes one of the league's best goalies. I mean, did he bounce? Can someone do a stat check?
I don't know.
I think he did get better.
Check while you guys are talking about it.
You can go on.
Okay.
You can go and check his goal save above or whatever it is on Money
That's
Puck.
how
I think he did.
True.
That's
He
too
did
much for-
pretty.
Well, he didn't become one of the league's best
Money
goalies.
Puck, man.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't become one of the league's best goalies, but I think he had a really good season. I think he had.
He
solid-
arguably. I think he bounced back.
Considering
he definitely
considering
bounced
the
back.
prior season, I think it's safe to say he bounced back.
Yeah, he was the only reason they were winning anything at all.
Carter
and that's
Hart,
another one.
Carter Hart had a 905 save percentage.
And if you went and checked Money Puck, which I know Rossi doesn't want to, and I am too hot to do that right now. With
I don't want to because the way I have it set up is if I go to a new tab, the OBS will melt because I didn't set it up correctly this time.
Okay.
Oh well, that's fine. We can deal with that.
But even
But,
just blank, just basic stat wise, he did bounce back because last year he had an 877 save percentage, and this year he had
And the Flyers were even worse this year. So
Yeah.
I think
so. We
That's
can
a bounce back.
Nick, we'll give you 0.5 points on that.
I said Carter Hart wins the Vezina, which is like a way more extreme.
Very odd.
It's way more extreme than what Nick said, and I think but I think if what's it called? Oh my God, no! If Philly was a good team, then this might have been closer, but yeah.
Right. So
That's what it is.
that's your second hot take, I guess.
Yeah, that was my second hot take.
All right. My second hot take, it was Tampa Bay winning the cup, and we'll see what happens.
It's looking more and more likely, though.
It's looking more and more likely. Like, I mean, the reason we're doing this video now is because, like, when the season's over, there's gonna be so much to cover. So, a bit too early. We'll see. But you know what? I'm really liking this prediction right now. Unless they choke against the Rangers, which you better not. I'm gonna give myself 0.5 on that one.
All right, we'll give you a 0.5.
All right. Your third one, Rossi.
Saros will be a top five goaltender and just as good, if not better, than he was the year prior. I mean,
I wouldn't say he was just as good as last.
He was he was a little bit worse than last year, but like not like he wasn't bad compared to last year. It was literally like his save percentage last year was 927, and his save percentage this year it was 924, I believe. Like I'm gonna check just real quick, but I believe
was it like 918?
Maybe, but I would say Saros has definitely cemented himself as a top 5 goalie in the league.
Yeah, you can say that.
He had a 918, so yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But he was, so I wasn't exactly correct with the just as good, if not better. I mean, he was just as good. Obviously, stat-wise, it looks like he's a little worse. But, he came up with, big saves, and he definitely was just dragging the players to the playoffs when everybody else was just kind of... Because there was a certain point where the Predators' offense was dead, like it usually is every other year. But Saros was just like, nope, we're winning, and
we're winning.
Yeah,
that's what a good goaltender would do. That's what a good goalie does.
Yeah, so I think I'll give myself a full point on that.
Sure, Nick.
My third was the Ottawa fights for a wild card but barely miss out. I think that would have been a good one for next year because I think it is coming.
They just need a goalie. They just need a goaltender.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. They just need a little bit more consistency in goal, and I think they'll be fine. Like they got They got the right players. I think Batherson's unreal. Norris had a pretty underrated season, I think. They got Shabbat, who's arguably not arguably. He's a top-rated defenseman. I was going to say arguably number 1, but I don't know if he's that good.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, I mean, they have a pretty decent squad, I think. So I think they could definitely fight for it next year. But
I do know that they're wanting to sign Claude Giroux.
Yeah, I saw that.
And maybe depending on if they get a goalie in the offseason.
They can make the playoffs definitely next year.
Yeah, definitely, depending on what they do in the offseason.
And that's another thing. I think the market for goalies is a bit weird right now. There aren't enough good goalies to satisfy every team.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why it's so important
most teams are doing a tandem now, anyways.
Yeah,
so.
It's so.
Yeah, I think people have given up on starters because there just aren't enough of them right now.
It's so important right now to have a good starter going into the off season. So if your team has a good starter right now, then you're pretty much set.
Right. Q, third hot take is
this is going back to my Detroit one. Detroit making the playoffs. I thought Washington was going to be pretty bad, but I mean they were not as good, and they were definitely the worst team in the East, I think. But like
for sure,
they were still good enough to make the playoffs. But yeah, so I'm wrong again.
My third hot take was Edmonton makes it to the second round but loses to Vegas in 6. I'm going to give myself a half point here because they did end up making it to the second round. Vegas, they didn't play Vegas at all. But, especially like where we were at the start of the season, and I mean, especially how the team was looking and the coaching staff, it would have been safe to assume that the Oilers would have probably been in their first round exit. And, kind of happy I got this one right. So I'm going to give myself half points on this one. So next we got Rossi's fourth hot take.
This is the first one so far that I got wrong. Robin Leonard wins the Vezina. And if it wasn't for Vegas screwing him over and the injury issues he was dealing with this year, maybe he could have done it. I still think he'll win the Vezina eventually, and as I said in the Hot Takes episode, I'm gonna keep saying that until he does, because I do believe he's good enough to win a Vezina. If not like a couple before he retires. I know he's like 30 something now, so that might he's 29, I believe. So that probably won't happen, but it probably won't be like a couple times. But I got that one wrong. He didn't win the Vezina. Hopefully he finds a team that actually, gives a shit about him and a fan base that does.
Right.
And I think he still will win the Vezina eventually, but obviously I wasn't right this time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's fine. Is that it?
Yeah, that was my fourth.
Like you ran out of things to say.
I mean, what more am I to say? I was wrong.
Yeah. Nick.
Ignore that. My fourth was the Penguins missed the playoffs. I thought for sure this was going to happen. We lost Crosby and Malkin before the season even started. But Evan Rodriguez became elite for like half the year. And Jari had a bounce back year as well. We ended up making the playoffs, but we ended up losing in round 1 anyways, so it didn't really matter. I kind of wanted to see us in the draft lottery. That would have been pretty fun. But
I mean, you guys are winning Bedard next year anyway, so don't worry.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Either him or Michkov. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's another wrong one here.
What was your
going back
wrong?
to goalies. Going back to goalies, because we were talking about that. I thought Matt Murray would have a bounce back season, but he was like
Christ.
He had a good month. There's like 1 month where he was actually pretty good.
Okay for a stretch, but he was good for a stretch. But like, other than that, he was pretty bad. He got sent down to the AHL and stuff. So yeah, that's me wrong again.
I wonder if he gets bought out this summer because he's making like $6 million for 2 more years.
I
don't know if it's worth it to buy him out because I feel like they could still try him.
Yeah, what's his buyout?
I'm doing that right now. Don't worry. I got Cap Friendly open.
Check that.
So,
you always have Cap Friendly open, don't you?
Well, it's the best website on planet Earth. Matt Murray, the length of the buyout would be 4 years. First year, 1.75. Second year, 750K. Last 2 years at 2.5.
Yeah, I don't know if that's worth it for Ottawa.
I like how we're talking about that not being worth it for Ottawa, and then Minnesota has like a $14 million cap.
Yeah, the Studer and Parise buyers are just something else. My fourth hot take was Carolina missing the playoffs. That did not happen at all. I just hated how their offseason went. I hated the Tony DeAngelo signing. Now he's a freaking stud. I did say though during the season predictions that Freddie and Ranta are injury prone to shit, and guess what happens? They both get injured during the playoffs. I mean, Freddie missed the whole year. Ranta missed some of the first round, got injured game 7. That basically sealed their fate. So maybe next time don't sign 2 injury prone goalies. Just take a hint, Carolina. But no, I got that one wrong for sure. And yeah, that one looks really bad.
Okay, Rossi.
My 5th one was what I said in the video was the most controversial hot take. Now, let me preface this. I said this before everything else came out about Evander Kane. At this point, all we knew was that he was bankrupt. Okay,
Yes.
We didn't know anything else. I'm not a terrible person, I promise. I said Evander Kane would have a career year, and he did, basically.
Yep.
Even now in the playoffs, he's just going nuts.
It's funny. Just be a bad person. You're gonna make.
Tony DeAngelo.
Exactly.
Evander Kane. Listen, kids, growing up, be a shithead. No, don't.
Exactly. Yeah, don't be a shithead, kids. Don't do that.
Unless you want to make money in the NHL, then be a shithead.
Exactly. I'm trying to think of any other shitheads that have made money, but I can't think of anything right now.
You could say a lot of
probably someone Montreal signed.
A lot of enforcers make monies by being pieces
Logan
of
Mailloux got drafted still.
like Matt Cook.
Hey,
oh, you know what? Speaking about being shitheads, did you guys see that Mitch Miller won Defenseman Player of the Year?
Yes.
Just
it's pretty funny.
Pretty funny. He better not make. No team better sign him, man.
So.
No one better. I swear to God, if a team signs him.
I already know what team's gonna sign him.
It's Carolina.
Ken Holland's gonna be like, "Let's go, Carolina." Edmonton.
Oh yeah, Ken Holland might do that too.
Yeah, Ken Holland is just gonna be like,
who's 5th now? Nick's 5th.
I am. My 5th one was Spencer Knight will win the Calder. That didn't happen. Right. He didn't really play at all because Bobrovsky stole the show. But I don't know. Did he even play enough games to even be considered for the Calder?
Can
he win it next year?
No, he was a backup and he wasn't good either.
I'm gonna say right now, my 5th one was the Calder goes to Spencer Knight. So I'm with you on that one. That sucks.
He had a good playoff last. I guess a good couple of games in the playoff, but.
Yep. Q.
Oh my God. So Patrick, I thought Patrick Laine would be traded in Nashville. I don't even remember why.
From the reading of the transcript, when I was reading the transcript for you, your main reasoning as to why this was just after the Arvidsson trade too. Your main reasoning as to why is you said that the Predators needed another top line winger. Obviously this was before Forsberg, Granlund, and Duchesne became a machine of a line. So
maybe that was why.
Yeah, I could have kind of seen it, us acquiring Laine, if he wasn't such a big question mark.
Okay.
Right.
But I do think, and another thing was, as you said, we would trade away a defenseman. As I said in the video before, I still don't see what defenseman we would have traded, but yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
No, it's not fine. It was so bad.
Not fine.
Anyways.
Number 6 for Rossi.
My number 6 was... Wait, did you say your number 5? Oh yeah, no, you did because yours was in.
Yeah, I did.
I said the Chicago Blackhawks would miss the playoffs. I thought at the time.
Is that a hot take though?
At the time, it was because they had.
Not really. A lot of people had them missing. The only person who had them in was Pokemon from the server.
Oh yeah. Well, my reasoning was the reason that I said was I thought that Fleury was just gonna carry them to make a very arguably weak, wild card spot, because at the time I thought it would just be weak because the Pacific was sucking ass.
Still sucking ass.
Yeah, they still do.
But I mean, I don't know what else to say. The Blackhawks just suck, and they're not even going to qualify Dylan Strome apparently. So I don't know what they're.
Why wouldn't you?
Why don't you just sign him and trade him? Why just go get out of here? Bro, you could get something back.
I was gonna make a joke, but
Yeah,
the
don't.
dildo?
Yeah, I
No,
hate him.
no, no,
No.
no,
No.
no,
All right,
no,
stick for
no.
Nick.
Okay. All right. I had for my sixth hot take. It was Cole Caulfield only scores 20. I put that because
What
a
would
lot
have
of people said
happened
he was going to
under
score.
Ducharme?
It wouldn't have. It didn't. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people said he was going to score 30 or 40. I didn't believe that for a second. I thought he wouldn't even score 20, and it looked like that for a while. But he's playing really well under St. Louis. So
Yeah.
he ended up scoring. I think it was 23. So
You know what?
good for Cole.
Well, you know what? I'm being an executive, not really, but I'll just say screw it. Nick, we'll give you a half a point on that one.
Sure.
All right. Q.
Okay, this is kind of relating to Montreal too. I thought, okay, this was me being just salty, but I thought Kasperi Kotkaniemi was just gonna go to Carolina and become like insane, like good, like I don't know, like 60 or 70 points or something crazy like that. But no,
one goal in the playoffs. Or
yeah,
1 point.
he was pretty damn bad. So yeah.
I never
Great.
understood that draft selection for the deal was made.
Nope.
I never understood the 8-year extension that he got for a day. I don't understand that.
No, none of it makes sense. Like I don't even understand why I said. Okay, no, I do know why I said this, but like logically, it made no sense at all. So
yeah, to be fair, I think we all had at least one or two, or at least one hot take that was just us being assholes to teams that we either hate or just don't like. Like I guess mine that was like that would technically just be the Flyers sucking again because I don't like the Flyers.
Well, spoiler alert, we haven't gotten into
we
that.
were transitioning into my next one. That's why I said that.
Well, I haven't said mine yet.
Oh yeah.
I said that Kraken would trade Chris Drieger for a better centerman because they had Philip Grubauer, but no. So I still don't understand why they took Drieger and signed Grubauer. It still confuses me to hell.
I don't understand.
You signed Drieger to 3x3 to be your starter, but you're also like, let's sign Philip Grubauer. But like, I don't understand what Seattle's doing. So yeah, I got that wrong.
Okay,
but I should have been right.
To be fair, has Seattle done anything that makes sense?
No.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, now back to my premature segue. My
seventh, right? This is seventh phone, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Isn't this the seventh?
Yeah,
seventh.
Sorry. All right. My seventh one was the Philadelphia Flyers would suck.
That's true.
We got that right.
How is that a hot take?
I mean, at the time, it was a hot take because
they had just
gotten Ryan Ellis and they were looking pretty good.
I mean, they're supposed to be a damn good team. They're supposed to be a damn good team for like the last 3 years, but like no.
Yeah,
no,
at the time it was a hot take, but they were bad this year. I think they started off pretty good, and then Ryan Ellis.
They're okay.
Yeah, and then Ryan Ellis got hurt, and then someone else got hurt, and then they died, and then they
fired AV.
They never came back. Yeah, they hired AV and then hired Mike Yeo, which is like.
You know what's crazy? Mike Yeo's like 42 years old. He's still pretty damn young.
Man, I wonder
That's weird. He's coaching the league forever, and he's young.
I wonder if in the next 10 years he can finally become a good coach.
He would never become a good coach. He fucked up the Blues, man. They had remember the Blues were like dead last with him. They fired him, hired Berubin, and they won the cup. Like, just don't hire Mike Yeo as your coach.
Yeah. So I was right on this. Flyers suck.
Yeah. Nick is up.
My seventh was Stamkos would become healthy and win the Rocket. He did become healthy, and I think he had a pretty underrated year because I didn't even know until I looked like 20 minutes ago. He had a 100-point year. It was career high for him. Yeah, obviously he had a great year, but didn't win the Rocket. He scored 40 goals though, so
not bad.
Pretty good year. Yeah, not bad at all from him.
We'll give Nick another 0.5 on that one.
Sweet.
Q.
This might have been like the worst one I said, but like I actually no, this is definitely not the worst one I said, but and that's gonna surprise you as soon as I say it because I thought Florida was not gonna be good, and I was wrong.
Yeah, they only just won the President's Trophy. That's about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
wait. I mean, they are frauds. But they are frauds. They are frauds.
Okay, but they were still damn good.
Here. To make Coral feel better, Coral, if we just look at Florida's second round, boom, you were right.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
I think we should get Q a half point.
No,
No,
I don't deserve it. Don't
we'll-
even give that to me.
We'll get no because he said that they would
0.25.
be no because he said that they would be bad. They were President's Trophy
They're
winners.
bad in the playoffs.
That doesn't count though.
No, they made it to the second round.
Okay, fine. My next hot take was the Golden Knights acquire a top 6 center at the deadline, and I got that right. They got Eichel. Even though I was like way before the deadline, I don't care. That counts. That counts.
No. Hold on. What was funny, right, is in the transcript, you said that they would either acquire Eichel or Meyer, I believe, or was it Hurdle? It was one of the two.
I said Hurdle.
Yeah, so it was either Hurdle or Eichel. So you were right.
Yeah, there we go. Spot on. That's awesome. Number 8.
Number 8.
Rossi.
Here's one that I got a half a point on. David Poyle re-signs both Ekholm and Forsberg. We still don't know about Forsberg. All signs point to him returning with the Predators, but you don't know. You know, stuff can happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ekholm got extended. It was a pretty team-friendly deal too, so that's good. And hey, Poyle, if you don't re-sign Forsberg, you're gonna get fired. So you know.
That's a good point. He will get fired.
Yeah. Why don't you just go ahead and do that?
I'm gonna jump in on this one because my 8th hot take was Nashville embraces the rebuild and they trade Philip Forsberg, and they didn't embrace the rebuild. They didn't trade Forsberg, but he may leave.
They actually they just made the playoffs when no one thought that they would, except me. And then
I had you guys in the playoffs.
Why? Wait, if you had us in the playoffs, why did you say we'd embrace the rebuild?
I think he's like at the beginning of the season embraced the rebuild, but like later on when they were playing good.
No, I thought from day one we were gonna make the playoffs. I always said,
yeah, you're just a homer, Rossi. We get
I'm
it.
a homer,
It works out
I'm a
If
homer, but
it works out sometimes.
For the folks that don't know, because I mean last recording got corrupted. This dude kept voting every Predator for every single award.
Just so you know, I'm gonna do that again.
Soros for Vezina. I'm so messed up.
I'm gonna do that again because it made you guys upset.
All right. We should probably hurry up here because the game is stirring.
I'm gonna start calling UC Soros Jesse Soros.
Jesse Soros. Nick, what's your 8th?
My 8th is Toronto will not finish first in the division. That happened. So
yeah,
I think a lot of people had him.
The Atlantic is just so good. Like it's just so good.
Yep.
Q.
I thought Colorado would be out the second round. They were not out the second round.
I thought that too. So.
I actually had the Blues in 7. So I mean, I think most people had this as like. There's just some things you expect to happen every year, and that's one of them, but not this year.
In the round 2 predictions, didn't I say like Colorado in 5 or something?
Yeah, because of Binnington.
Yeah, I was just like, Binnington sucks. Throw him in the lake.
Okay, I don't want to say this because it's gonna cause like a huge discussion. It's gonna like extend this, but like, Binnington's an asshole for throwing the water bottle at Kadri, and that's what I gotta say.
Oh yeah. For sure. Wait. If we can just bring back one part of the video that we lost last night.
No, we gotta
Blues
continue
fans suck our asses.
Okay.
You guys are trash. All right.
Let's
continue.
Did Q do his 8? I think so, right?
I did.
Okay, Rossi had 9. Let's go.
No, you had 9. You gotta start. You gotta do your 8th because it went me.
I did my 8th.
Oh
Nashville embraced the rebuild. That was my 8th.
Oh yeah. Colorado finally makes the finals. That was.
Oh wow. Okay.
There you go.
Great job, Rossi.
I mean,
anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen, but I'm looking to be a bit correct.
Yes, I'll give you like 75, like a 90% chance of game that's correct.
Okay.
Let's go, Nick, for his 9.
Quick fire.
I say Canes will go backwards this season. So what I mean by that is wild card. They didn't finish wild card. They finished top of the division. I didn't like their off season, so.
Yeah, it's just a hair raw season.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So,
Q?
yeah. I don't even understand what this means. Like, I don't know why I said this. I said that I don't hate shootouts, which makes no sense because I really hate shootouts. There's no way I actually said that. Did I say that, Ross?
Yes, you said in the video. You said I don't hate shootouts, and I actually and I like the 3-on-3 overtime. And I was like, and Shay and I were like, that's not a hot take.
I'm confused. Why? No, but I'm confused about
I
the I
think
don't hate
that day you're
shootouts.
just like scrambling to find something, and you just chose
I
that
don't
for some
know
reason.
because like even the way he says it in the video is it sounds like he had been sitting on it for like a year just waiting to get it out.
I just get a I love shootouts so much.
And
But I
like-
don't love shootouts so much. It's so
my-
confusing.
My 9 fun. I had the Leafs losing to Florida in 6 in the first round, but they lost to Tampa in 7, even though the Leafs deserved that win.
I mean, they still lost to a Florida team.
Wow. Thanks a lot, Rossi.
All right. Last hot takes. Number 10, Rossi. Take it away.
This is actually my worst hot take. I said Matthews wasn't going to score 50 goals, and I thought he'd have a lot of injury troubles this year. He didn't.
He did, and he still scored because he's still different, bro.
I thought he was going to miss 2 months of the season.
And yet he scored
at
60.
least.
Didn't he score a month? Didn't he miss like almost like a month and a half, pretty much?
I thought he was going to miss 2 months plus. I thought he was going to get a pretty bad injury this year, and I don't know why.
Nick.
It's just like a weird feeling.
Okay. This is a weird one. We still have to wait for it if it's going to happen. But I said
Yeah.
Matt Savoy won't go in the top 10 of the draft, and
I don't
I
have
think he
him top
will.
10
I have him 5th, actually. So
Oh wow.
there you go.
Okay. I think he's gonna drop out of the top 10 as well. So we'll see.
A Q.
Oh, well. I said the Leafs would make it past the first round.
They should have. They would have if they didn't play Tampa Bay.
No, no, never mind. Just
And-
forget about it.
My final hot take was Ottawa finishes 5 points out of a playoff spot. I think we had an Ottawa hot take in here as well, so that just
That was
did not
me.
happen. And
Yeah.
that's it, guys. That's I very anticlimactic ending, but
Yeah, I mean, okay, just to give it kind of like a more exciting ending, if we go from who had the least amount correct to the most, in last you have Coral. Any words of wisdom, Coral, from you?
Don't be me.
Okay, Coral got 0 correct. In second, last, or third, it was Shay, I believe.
yeah, probably.
Really?
I kind of lost count between you and Shay.
I think me and Nick probably tied.
I can.
I don't know. You had some good ones though.
Yeah, you know what? We'll just you guys discuss.
Let's say
and I'll
third,
quick-
Nick,
and
second,
I'll-
me, then you first.
All right. Yeah, in third you had Nick, and even if he had a little bit more points than Shay, we're just gonna bunk him off a bit since he wasn't on that original video.
Yeah.
All right.
In second you had Shay, whose biggest downfall was saying that the Predators would embrace the rebuild.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that because that's the only hot take of yours I remember.
Okay.
And then in first was me. I got 2 wrong plus potentially a half of 1 wrong if Forsberg doesn't resign. So yeah,
That's
kind of
about it.
yeah, that makes it less anticlimactic.
No, it was still pretty anticlimactic.
I think we should have finished with you, with yours in fourth because
I suck.
No, because I think the "Don't be me" thing would have been a historic quote to end the video.
But-
off of.
But
Well-
anyways, guys, stay tuned for the next couple of weeks. Once again, we'll do some award predictions. We'll do the finals preview. We'll do off-season stuff. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys next time.